I'm Cheryl CHELLIAH from Malaysia. I'm currently attached to Universiti Tunku Abdul Rahman, where I teach advertising. My PhD is in Hindu-Buddhist art of Southeast Asia, and I specialize in Ramayana. For this conference in CIHA, I presented a paper on image making in early modern period in Southeast Asia based on Ramayana epic, focusing on leather puppet characters. So the session was images making in early modern period. So my paper looks at Ramayana epic, which is from India, which is about 2,000 years old, and how it was brought over and adapted into Southeast Asia's various artistic heritages and cultural traditions. So from a literature epic to inscription, to statues, to bas relief, to theatrical performances, and finally how it shapes the puppet characters in Malaysia, in Indonesia, in Cambodia and Thailand. This is my first time to Europe and such a huge congress. Last year I did manage to get the Getty Grant as well to go to New York for CAA, but in my opinion CAA was not as intense as CIHA. We started last Saturday, and there's events and talks almost every day until today, and tomorrow there's excursion. So I think one is the intensity of the Congress, and two is the variety of themes in the Congress. I've learned so many new methods and ways of carrying out research, as well as meeting colleagues and exchanging contacts. For me, the highlight would be the content and intensity of the Congress. I think it's very well planned with, every day there's talks and activities. I think that for me personally, that's how a Congress or conference should be. Of course, I got some feedbacks during my presentation. So this also has made me think about future presentation and future projects, how I would carry out my research. Another thing was that I saw a call for a volume, actually before attending CIHA. And right after my paper presentation, I told my chairs that, because they asked if I would be interested to present, and so I showed this was something that's being carried out in the UK. So they encouraged me to go for it, and I managed to email the co-editors, and it happened so one of the co-editors was also in CIHA. Yeah, so it was I was very lucky. So I managed to meet her and talk about my paper, and they seemed interested. So yeah, that's one thing. And I think CIHA also provided me with the opportunity to position myself as a Southeast Asia researcher doing on Hindu-Buddhist art. I think that was a very huge opportunity and avenue for me.